Liverpool versus everybody. First half, Liverpool 2, Torino 1. Damping on the end of that first half, towards the end of the first half, allowing that goal. Cross should have been stopped. It wasn't. Phillips was, I don't even know if he was looking towards the ball, and not really much of a chance for Allison. Um, some really nice play from Liverpool as usual, but we get a little lazy or, just some issues in the final third sometimes. Sloppy passes, lazy passes, and not just able to pick the ball up off the ground with the foot to get a goal. We should probably be up 4-1. But some really good play. Some really good play. I don't know why Fabinho's taking penalties, but I'm not going to knock him for missing it. It's preseason, and he's probably not going to be taking penalties. Although I heard that he's pretty good, or he was pretty good with Monaco, but that was atrocious. Just facts, not knocking him. But we look good. Mane, although he gave away some balls in the final third there, you can see what he's trying to do. He's very lethal on that left hand side. Like I said, he gave away 2 balls when he's right in the box. That's a little frustrating. But we're getting closer to this first game in West Ham, and some of these things need to be cleaned up at least by the third or fourth game. Moving towards that. So Dominic says LFC would be stupid to judge him off that one penalty. Yeah. No, for sure. I definitely don't want to judge him. And even the reaction of the players afterwards, kind of coming up to him like, "Man, don't worry about it. It's all good." They probably had some banter about that in the locker room, but no big deal. It's not really that big a deal. But look good. Yeah, it's good to see Trent Alexander back, man. This kid is just so good, man. And last season, I think really, really was important for him just to get that confidence. And now you can see he's really, really thriving off that. So that was definitely good. Dom says, "What do you think of Kepa to Chelsea?" Kepa? Absolute ridiculous price. Who's Kepa? I'm assuming you mean Fakir. I don't know. Maybe that was a spelling error mistake. But if you're talking about Fakir, I'm waiting for you to respond. If you're talking about Fakir, I can't be bothered, man. It is what it is. It's just silly Liverpool fans. Um, some of you guys' favorite drifty saying things like, if we allow Chelsea to get Fakir, then we're not a big club, or you got to ask some questions. Listen, I don't really give a damn. It's not that serious. Kepa to Bilbao goalkeeper is going Chelsea for 71 million. Oh, really? Well, yeah, because they know Chelsea's desperate for a goalkeeper because Courtois doesn't want to be there. So that's crazy or not. They know English Premier League teams have money. So, I probably would have gone a little more than that. But to pay 71 for a keeper who is probably decent, but is he world class? No. So, but I mean, that's what happens when you get in a situation where a player doesn't want to play for you. You know what I mean? And it's coming from a different country. They're gonna charge you out the ass. So, that's his release clause. Okay, listen. I mean, Chelsea need a keeper, and clearly they don't trust Willie Caballero, whatever, whoever it is there, and you know, Thibaut is out of there. It looks like of all the players that I think that were talked about leaving, him, Conte, Willian, Hazard, he's probably the one that always looked likely to get out of there. So Madrid nearly signed him a few months ago for 13 mil. Yeah, he's probably a good keeper. We'll see. We'll see. We say it's crazy, and once they get him, maybe he, gets them 20, 25 points. Making good saves. So I don't know. We'll see. This day and age, man, I don't really look. The price is what the price is, and I don't really care. It ain't my money. So if Liverpool are paying hundreds of millions for players or not, I don't care. If they're helping the team, fine. Moreno is white. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Somebody said unpopular opinion on Twitter. Moreno's actually a good football player. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just playing the wrong position. Maybe he should be an attacking mid, a winger even. I don't know. He's got a good shot on him, so I don't know. I don't. Yeah, he's not a player that I'm over the hills about. You know what I mean? And if he were to leave the club, I wouldn't mind. There's been some talk here lately that Klein was gonna, or there was a chance that he could have gone. Looks like Klopp's gonna stick with him, so we'll see how that goes. But again, having Trent back it fills me with so much joy, man. Just that attacking spirit he has, not afraid to take a shot. You're not seeing these things from Klein. Yeah, you're seeing probably a more defensive rounded player in Klein, and he would be because Trent is not a natural fullback, which makes what he does there so much better. Um, but he's having shots, and it's just I love seeing that guy play, man. To be that young and to have that much confidence and composure and maturity, really, it's just really a beautiful thing to see. So, second half, want to see some more goals. Should have some more now. Again, Firmino's looking a little rusty here and there. He did look good for the goal, of course, and some nice little passing, whatever. But um, just seeing like the him and Naby, for example, like more practice time with them, more training, they'll be able to understand each other. There's been a couple of times where Naby's been in, the pass has been off from Firmino or somebody else. So I don't want to see anybody who should be starting against West Ham in the second half, though. That's just me. Um, I'm too paranoid for fucking injuries. We're down to pretty much two center backs right now, people. Two center backs. And again, I love Klopp, but why didn't you not make that a important thing, to get a center back? That should have been one of the first things. And you didn't have to go out and spend 80 million on a Kuala Bali or, Oliveira or whoever. You could have got somebody who was 34. About Fabinho, in my opinion, he will take a bit more time. A lot of people are saying that. I think Fabinho's fine. I mean, sure, he might take a little bit more time. He's had the whole summer or whatever when they started training. So I think Fabinho is fine. I think he's fine. Um, but a lot of people are saying that. So I heard we're going to buy a new center back now just to back up one though. Yeah, Salah looks sloppy. Yeah, I mean definitely doesn't look great. This is what Liverpool do a lot of times. They've got to get in the swing of games. Good thing this game doesn't mean anything. But again, we're how many days away from an actual competitive game that means something. So I'm not nervous. It's not obviously like the panic mode. It is what it is. We do this. We hang around. We miss chances. We look sloppy. Um, Salah was instrumental in both of the goals, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it can't be that sloppy. But I mean, if he's not scoring goals, is one thing. He's getting a couple shots on goal. He's being aggressive, I think. Hey, I mean, I don't know if I call him sloppy, but let's get in the second half and let's just rip this team apart. I mean, Torino is not the worst team in the world, but we should be up, like I said, 4-5-1 at this point. So, may the boys continue to put out the effort and the work rate and no fucking injuries, man. No injuries, please, please, please. If there's a God, no injuries. So I'll see you guys at the end of the game.